Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Innkeeper. Today we're playing Battle Brothers, following the adventures of the Innkeepers, a hearty mercenary group full of absolutely fantastic individuals. Last episode, we did in fact travel from Elkshorn after giving ourselves a rather interesting pack of weaponry. I say barely, really we just went and did a little bit of an inventory check. We traveled with a random sort of carriage up to Tordorf to see if we could resupply on anything that Elkshorn did not have. We did run into some sort of raid of some form from a goblin faction. Not goblin, an orc faction. Fortunately, though, we did get help from the town militia and a rather fairly well-armed pack of guards that was patrolling in the zone. We did defeat the goblins, however, I would say at a financial loss. I feel like we got a little less out of that. I don't think any of us died, though, but I feel like within the time frame, I'm not too sure. I feel like maybe we could have done a quest or got something out of that. Apparently, orc stuff doesn't sell for a lot. If we check our inventory right now, let's see. We've sold most of it. We kept the shield because I feel like it's going to be good. The problem with the shield, though, is that, look at that, minus 22 fatigue. That's definitely for like a really tanky character that's not necessarily going to be doing too much. There you are. He's not really going to be hitting. He's just going to be primarily defending. Hopefully, he won't get his head chopped off. It is a reality. We'll see if we can get around to doing something like that later on. We currently have 717 gold, which is all right. That will last us 9 days, apparently. Our food will last us 8 days, which is quite strange. I guess with the amount of people that we have, it makes sense. We need a few more tools, which seems to be the problem that we're currently having right now. Merv is really rowdy today. What's wrong with you? He won't stop making noise. It's very frustrating. I'm not too sure if anyone in our party, or our roster right here, has any damaged weaponry. We only have one spearman. I really am sort of feeling like I need to swap out this pickaxe for something else. The effectiveness against armor just doesn't seem to be too great, or at least we haven't benefited from it too much. We seem to be having just downsides from having that fatigue penalty, which is pretty big in comparison. I mean, if we check right here, their fatigue is 59. I mean, you look at that in comparison to everyone else, that's a huge penalty. In fact, they pretty much have the worst fatigue next to the Innkeeper, which is quite strange. Why have you got such a small amount of fatigue right there? I guess you got a few debuffs. Is that shield going to always give you minus 10 debuff? Is that the same with everyone else? Oh, I suppose it is. Okay, what about your helmet? The minus 12 fatigue right there. You need a fatigue bonus, Innkeeper. Hopefully we'll get something like that done later on. I feel like we need a new person. I'm not too sure. Someone new to the roster. Ask the fabled archer of our group right here did request that we give them a sword. I believe this was episode 2. Yeah, I feel like it's a good idea. The problem with it is that the fatigue carries over, so it's a pretty big, it's a pretty big thing. However, we don't have a shield, unfortunately, but I like the idea of having sort of the javelin bow combo. I feel like it's a pretty good idea. Hopefully, they start close up so we can try and do some javelin throws. Merv, what do you want? I want him to come over here so he'll make less noise. I'm going to close the curtains, make it really dark. He always gets less rowdy when it's dark. I've always said this is something I need to get used to. I like how it happens anyway. Where should we go today? Like I said, we need more tools, so I feel like we're going to go on some sort of personal quest. We might go down here to... Ooh, what the hell is that? Eaststen? Eiselsten? Yeah, Eiselstein, something like that. I'm not too sure. Eiselstein sounds weird to me. There you go. We should probably go down there, but I feel like we ventured there before. I'm not too sure. Tell you what, we should check the quest in Tordorf. We did just, we did come here. Mer's making annoying noises right now. He's trying to climb onto the monitor. There we are. Let's check Tordorf, see if there are any quests nearby. We do have an adventurer right here. He wants us to raise an abandoned graveyard. And for 990 crowns, I think... I don't think I'm going to do that. Should we check if there's anyone cheap around here? We've got this guy, who's just sort of like he's a priest, but he's a monk. Okay. Not necessarily someone that I would... I've got good intentions for this new person. I'm just not really too sure if this new monk character really fits the bill. We don't necessarily have ourselves some decent weaponry right now. We have a warhammer, so I guess we could have like a new two-handed wielding, badass of some form. I'm not really too sure. We got one already, but they're sort of like a reach guy. We should probably give them like a longer spear if that's going to be the case. I'm not really too sure. Let's go to Elkstein right here. Let's see if we can find any quests that can help us in our adventure. We've sort of been hanging around this general zone, and, you know, it's been working out for us. We've been finding a good few battles, a lot of resources, a lot of equipment. However, we can't stay here forever. Eventually, the enemies will, you know, start to get a little bit wary. They'll start to think, oh, you know what? There's a badass group of mercenaries running around known as the Innkeepers. Look it up. Look it up. You know, let's move somewhere else. Anyway, Elkshorn right here. Before we talk to these guys, let's check the roster. Whoa. I think that guy's a hedge knight. So what? He just sort of stays in a bush all day and... I'm a hedge knight. Yes. What are you? You're a cultist. There you go. That sounds pretty good. A shepherd right there. I like the idea of the cultist. You know, he's a bit of a cult. Bit of a ruffian. However, I still don't think he's good enough. Why would I take this guy? Swordmaster versus a raider. I imagine the Swordmaster probably has some sort of... like, he's probably a higher level, I'd imagine, since he's got really not too great gear. But, is pretty much just as expensive. Actually, he does cost more daily as well. So he probably is slightly higher level. I'm not sure if their levels do dictate how much we have to spend daily on them. I imagine it does. Maybe it goes up by like 1 every level. Hopefully, that is not the case. However, a shepherd? Not necessarily. Not the kind of people I'm looking for right now. So we're going to adventure. Let's see if there's anywhere we can move. Reach Tordor. What? Sure. Okay. I accept your proposal. There we go. We're going back to Tordor, ladies and gentlemen. It's a fantastic adventure right now. We don't necessarily need to do anything. We'll probably come across this ancient outlook at some point. But, I mean, this is 110 gold for free, essentially. Well, maybe. As long as we don't reach it... reach nighttime. How much money do we use daily? 78 crowns daily. So, even if we were to spend all of our money today on our thingamajigs, I for some reason cannot remember. Our wages, that's it. Then we'll still come out in a positive light. Looks like we're good here. We got our money. Let's see if there are any quests. There is a new quest. This is probably the graveyard one again. There is this guy right here. Reach Isolstein. Okay, sure. Sure, guys. Why not? Hey, I'm cool. I don't mind. We should probably, you know, hang around those ancient outlook patrols right there. Since it's nighttime, I imagine there's a few sort of scary things hanging around at night. Probably some werewolves. Mo's trying to get behind the monitor right now. I'm trying to stop him. There we are. I'm trying to keep my eye open at the same time, just in case anything bad happens. There we are. It's fine. Nothing bad's going to happen. This reminds me of toast. I'm not too sure why. I know they're wheat fields, but I just keep thinking they're toast. I'm not too sure if maybe I'm going a little bit crazy there. Right, we got a little bit extra gold right there. It's been the easiest quest I've ever done. Reach the City of Dolmen. Now, we can go back to the City of Dolmen. It's 180 crowns, so I'm not too sure if it's necessarily worth it. Let's check what the other quest is first. Might be a little bit closer. Reach Langerfall. Langerfall? Reach Langerfall. Let's see where Langerfall is. We're going to pause. Come on, pause. There we are. Game's a bit buggy when it comes to pausing. I'm pausing, I'm not too sure. Oh, Langerfall. We found it straight away. That's pretty far away. We could cut through the middle, like maybe cut through the forest to increase our travel time. It looks like we'll inevitably make it to the City of Dolmen first anyway, rather than Langerfall. And I imagine we'll probably get more going to the City of Dolmen anyway. I mean, it'll make sense to get more to go to Langerfall since it is further away. Let's just double check that. 180 crowns versus 230. So we will get a little bit more. But I don't think that little bit extra is really worth it. So we're going to go to the City of Dolmen. Right there. We're going to make our way back to our fabled city. It's unfortunate we don't have some sort of escort quest, since they do get you a little bit more money. However, reaching the city should hopefully be good for us in improving our roster. We'll go back to the ancient outlook right there. We're going to pass through the forest. This lovely pine forest. Probably not the best idea, but I feel pretty safe next to this outlook. Let's see what we got in the shops. There we go. Got there in the end. I was going to call it something else, but it just went somewhere else at the same time. We've got a pike right here and a boar spear. These spears are pretty good, but this shop is expensive. Like 105 for a spear? I remember back in my day when they were like 70. That's a really cool like heater shield right there. That's strong. 77 as well for that. That's top quality. I feel like giving that to the Innkeeper. It's strong. Fatigue is lower though, and the Innkeeper's going to have a fatigue problem later on. I feel like getting a heater shield and a spear is a good idea. This is why doing that quest was a good idea, okay? We're going to get decent reward out of this. And I feel like spears are really good, and just having spearmen in general is a really good idea. So you know what? We're going to get a heater shield and a spear. We should probably sell something while we're doing this. Let's sell this sword. And let's sell... Do we want to sell these rags? Like, we've got 20 right there versus a 30, and that's only 25 gold. So you know what? It's worth getting this. I mean, we do end up losing money, but that's fine. Only 36 gold for a headgear, but I think... Oh, this looks pretty good right there. Wow, that's only -4 fatigue. That's pretty nice for only -4 fatigue right there. Flat top helmet right there. Let's check our roster right now. So why is this like -12? Oh, that's 200. It's 200, that's why. I think the helmet right there is actually better than our padded vest right there. That's pretty good. If we go back to the shop. Okay. That's fine. I feel like we got a decent amount of stuff out of this. Let's see, who needs the heater shield? Well, I did say the Innkeeper. He sort of rushes into combat. I feel like it's a good idea to give him the heater shield. This does give a significant fatigue bonus, but only +4. So only -4 extra, not really too much of a big deal. Melee defense is 20 versus 15, but still only 15 range defense. So really, it just gives a little bit extra to that melee defense right there, which I think is pretty good. As you can see, the bonuses are down there. You can see the big difference. Also, it kind of looks pretty cool. I would like to sort of change the pattern on there, the image on the shield, to something that is worthy of my clan's colors. But that's fine. We can sort of ignore that for now. Who requires this shield then? It looks like... Oh, you've got a buckler right there, Jared. So you know what? We'll go ahead and give you the better shield right there. That's pretty good. Now, as for you, Ragnar, the Stoic, we're going to get rid of your pickaxe, because I don't think it's that great, to be honest with you, and I feel like the spear will do a much better job. It does more damage, and even though it's, you know, we lose that 40% fatigue, it also has... it has less fatigue. I was meant to say 40% effectiveness against armor. I still think we'll probably get sort of better chances with the spear. And also, your fatigue is so low right now that we just... I'm not too sure why your fatigue's so low. Maybe the story tells us something about that. Can we find out? I don't know how to get the story. Oh, here we go. I mean, you are a miner, I suppose. So let's see. Oh, -20 fatigue right there because he was a miner. That makes sense. Okay. That's pretty cool. So you get more hit points, though. You're like a tank, then. 70 versus... Yeah, you are nearly the best. It would be kind of cool if we had a little marker on the top that said what they were best at in comparison to everyone else. If that makes sense. Because you've got, like, these icons right here. These oicons. These icons that show you, you know... Like, this icon represents fatigue and that kind of thing. It would be nice if whoever was the top tier on the list out of everyone in the group would have the little icon appear in the top right of their sort of their little guy right there. I'm not too sure. I think that'd be nice feedback, just so I don't have to sort of go through it. I can automatically see, oh, this person has the most amount of health. Oh, this person has the most armor or highest damage, that kind of thing. Anyway, that's random, you know, me talking about just nothing right there. We're going to keep what we have currently in inventory just in case. We're going to go back and continue on our road to Dolan right there. Pretty good. Mostly it's just going to be us sort of adventuring right now. Hopefully we don't run into any... Actually, no, I quite like the idea of running into bandits. Bandits I'm not too scared of. Hopefully they're easy to kill as well. I'm not going to go over there. Apparently that's challenging now. It used to be impossible last time I checked. So that's pretty cool. I feel good right now. This game is... I'm not sure if I said it. This game's quite relaxing. It reminds me a lot of Mount Blade Warband. And I found that... Ooh. Bandit ambushers. They are faster than us. I guess they have a smaller group. So, which makes sense, you know. They are a little bit faster. They're making their way to the... Ooh. We cut them off. We cut them off. We're now battling in the woods. We've got some bandit raiders. We're going to engage. Hopefully, these guys will get cut down fairly easily. There are only 4 of them. But we're in a forest. Now, you see, the forest doesn't help at all, to be honest with you. They can use a lot of choke points to thin our numbers and pretty much make our numbers worthless in comparison to theirs. What we'll do, though, because Usk is first, apparently. I think he's usually first. I can't remember. What we'll do is I think we're just going to go ahead and wait your turn, Usk. Same with you, Orion. Jared, I want you to start moving up. Scare them a little bit. Make some gargling noises. Oh, we are definitely being ambushed. We're getting ambushed from all sides right now. Dirk. You know what? I feel like you can go over here. Maybe give us a bit of vision. Is there anything over here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, we'll go back. I'm not sure where everyone is right now, so I'm just going to go and sort of shield up from here. Let's get a shield wall ready. Just end his turn. Colton right there. Get you to move up. Well, you moved too far there, unfortunately, but we'll end your turn. Arn. I think Arn should move in for this guy. So he's going to follow Jared. End his turn. Oh, the other bandit is unseen at the moment. This guy just took his turn. Oh, there he is. He's a fairly well-armored individual. Quite scary. You know, I'm not saying I'm not scared. I'm pretty scared right now. Ephrael, you've actually got something on right now. You're forever going to be known as the guy that never had anything on. Going to go ahead and shield wall. We're going to protect this area from this one guy and then hopefully just sort of bundle on him when he gets himself out of position. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Innkeeper, your new shield should hopefully do you justice. Unfortunately, you won't be able to really do anything from there, so I think it's a good idea if you just go ahead and shield wall from here, and then you should be able to move on later. Ragnar, I think it's a good idea if you just sort of get in the thick of it. You know, Innkeeper, I'm a bit scared of you right now, I'm not going to lie. I am a bit scared of the Innkeeper. Always will be, never forget. Let's go ahead and have Usk move over here so we can probably get like a pot shot off. Too far away, unfortunately, but hopefully next turn he should be good. We'll go up onto this sort of bit of land right there. You can actually try and fire on that guy, which is quite amazing. Let's go for it. Ooh, nearly. That looked pretty good. We'll wait your turn, Usk. Jared right there. Should probably go in for a few swings. Let's see. 50% on the bandit raider right there. Hopefully we get a headshot. Or a miss. Or a little hit right there on the padded vest of the bandit. Good job there, Jared. It looks like down here we could probably flank these guys, but I'm not too sure where the other bandit is, and I don't really want Dirk to get out of position right here. I mean, you're not too sure if maybe he comes from this direction, but we are surrounded by trees right here, so I can't see him getting through. But it could be right round this corner, and then Dirk ends up getting himself killed. Also, we might be out of position if one comes from down here, but Innkeeper can go ahead and defend Orion as well as Neri as well. The hell is that noise? Sounds like there's a pig outside. What the hell? You guys won't be able to hear that, but I thought I heard a pig like squeal and getting attacked by pigeons or some shit. It was crazy. The apocalypse is happening down here apparently. Anyway, we're going to try it. Nope, looks like we're clear. Very nice. Here he comes. He's out of position. Beautiful. Okay, so here we go. Orion, I think it's a good idea if you go for another pot shot on this bandit raider right here. Oh, a miss. Unfortunate. Let's go for the reach right there. Wow! On the Slayer, ladies and gentlemen. You can definitely see why he's titled. And I do believe his title is just. We'll go ahead. Get Colton right here to get a few, a few slashes in there. 54%. One miss. A second miss. Very unfortunate there, Colton. As we guessed, we didn't guess he was two-handed, but we did guess that the raider was somewhere down here. Dirk, you are not out of position, though, because I did think he was a little bit closer. So it looks like you will be able to retreat and hopefully get to your friends. We're going to get Nelria down here, who's going to try and flank that bandit right there. It looks like this guy's getting close. Get a pot shot right there and Arn the Slayer. Fortunately for us, Arn is way too good for that scrub. We'll get Ephrael. Wow! Ephrael nearly one-shot that guy as well. A very, very good fight for us so far. Okay, Ragnar. Let's get you over in this position so that we can actually no, go further ahead like this. There we are. We can try and flank this guy properly. We can get the Innkeeper to go around this way, and then we can go for him next turn. As for Usk, I think going for him's kind of pointless right now, so I think he should probably wait here for Dirk to come back. We'll wait your turn there, Usk. As for Dirk, if you would be kind enough to just sort of make your way back to the front lines. Well, back into our group, not the front lines. Jared right here can go in and just sort of hit this guy. Hopefully get something, get some good hits. Jared's had a good run lately. A miss? Unfortunate. You can definitely see these fights being... Like, you can definitely imagine it happening. It's pretty cool to see. It feels real. Feels real. Also, I might add, Colton right there, his chest just got immediately eviscerated right there. Just turned into dust. Very unfortunate. We could go for the repel right there, but we don't really need to. It's good to do that if they're on a hill. That way they'll take a bit of full damage, or maybe a little bit of extra damage from the repel itself. However, 40% for the one shot. Well, not the one shot, but we did get hit right there. Fantastic. I should really be paying attention to whose turn it is next. Doesn't really matter too much, though. Nearly 60. Oh, beautiful. Very good kill there with Nelria. A very good job. Can we get anyone right here? Doesn't look like it without accidentally shooting Arn right there. So you know what? I'm going to wait for Dirk to move up. And it looks like Colton right there. He's going to move in this direction. Now, for some reason, I actually can't move over there. I'm curious why that is. You know what? I won't end your turn just yet. This guy's shielding up. He's going to take a little jab right there. Jared the kid. Jared, it looks like you're fine. So that's good to see. Ephrael, going to move up here. Alright, and now Ragnar is going to go right around like this. Get the flank on. End his turn. And the Innkeeper can go for probably... Let's go for a daze right there. Oh, 24 versus 24. Let's go for the daze. We missed, unfortunately. That's fine. Alright, Nelria. We can't change your turn, unfortunately. And we can't really get anyone, so we're not... Just go ahead and skip your turn. And we'll do the same for you, Colton. We will skip your turn, Usk. Dirk right here. Let's move Dirk up to... Ooh, when's his turn? He should be able to move up to get Usk. So it should be fine if Dirk just sort of ends up right there. As for Orion, we'll go ahead and just use his turn later on. Jared right now. Let's go for a few jabs. 60%. Very good. Do we get a overwhelm? We do get the overwhelm bonus. I'm not really too sure what that is. Also, now it's only 45%. Why is that? Armed with shield and shield wall. Is it because you're fatigued? Or is it because your morale's not as high? I'm not too sure. 45, though, was a hit. Good job, Jared. Very nice. Hopefully, we can get the quick kill right here. Arn did miss. Very unfortunate. Hopefully, this guy continues to go up. Oh, no, he's going over here now. Still not good for him anyway. So, you know what? We'll get Colton to go and flank him from this side now. We'll get Nelria to move up. We'll get Ephrael to hurry along Colton as well. Keep him company. Ragnar, can you get the killing blow? 70%. Beautiful. Very good job. We'll shield wall right now. And you know what? We'll get the Innkeeper to come around like this. Jared, come around this way. Orion, come around this way. Just the one guy right now. Now, what he could do, if he's competent, is he can just stay there. Now, if he does stay there, we can get our archers just unload. Now, we are going to flank him from this position. So, we're going to just sort of follow these guys. Nope, he's moving up. Good thing Orion didn't... good thing he didn't have enough... what am I trying to say? He didn't have something. That's what I'm trying to say. AP, there you go. Good thing he did not have enough AP to attack Orion right there. I'm quite scared, actually, for Orion's well-being now. Gonna move Colton up. Arn right there can get a 60 hit. Good shot on the armor. Took away half of it. Nelria, move up to the battle. Oh, Mo's making some funny noises right now. And this guy's definitely dead, but I hope he doesn't take anyone with him. Oh, yeah, I can't do that, actually. Let's see if we can daze him. We did get the daze. Fantastic. Let's go for the hit. Beautiful. The daze was not needed. A very successful attack. We did overwhelm them quite significantly, but that was simply because... Oh, you're wounded. Interesting. Okay, then. That's weird. You haven't taken any damage, so I'm not sure why you're wounded, but I guess it's like a random roll. Anyway... We did overwhelm them. And we did do a very good job of taking them all out without suffering any losses at all, really. In fact, the only one that took damage was Colton. Which, I mean, they're pretty good right there. Also, Ragnar the Stoic. Very glad that I replaced the pickaxe with a spear. Significantly better than the pickaxe. And I think it helps because him has a minor. Probably has a few unwanted flashbacks from the pickaxe itself. So I think his morale's also improved there as well. Who got the kills. Neria, 1 kill right there. 2 kills from Ragnar, just saying. A fantastic trade-off right there with the pickaxe. Exchanging it for the spear. And a kill with Arn right there, as always. We did loot. Just double check. We'll continue onwards. Oh, it does take you to loot automatically. There we go. We got pretty good gear out of that. I'm pretty happy with the results. Let's go ahead and leave the party. Not the party. The battle zone. There we are. Like I said, I'd like there to be a little bit of sort of worn-torn land around a specific fighting zone. Let's go up here. And let's see if we can just sort of fit a new loadout around our guys right here. Now, this is the padded surcoat. Needs to be repaired just a little bit. However, we'll go ahead and just repair this. I'm not going to waste any money on the surcoat. My god, that great axe is fantastic. Huge amounts of damage. But I don't think it can hit 2 people. I mean, I don't think it can hit from 2... Ooh, the pickaxe is a bit damaged there. You know what? Let's repair the... Oh. No, what am I doing? There we go. Let's repair the pitchfork a little bit. I feel like it's 2 damage right now. Then again, we could replace it. There you go. Range of 2 tiles right there. Whereas this great axe does not have that. Arn is so good because he can hit over 2 tiles. So you know what? I'm going to... I'm not going to really bother replacing that. And I think there needs to be a 2-handed wielder. But he needs to be a bit tanky at the same time. Then again, there's a lot we can really do. Also, Farmhand, apparently a really good background because it has no downsides. Death Wish, however. Interesting. And Cocky. +5 resolve with -5 to the melee and ranged defense. Which isn't good because he's got like -1 right there. So really, he's the least tanky person we have. He has a lot of health, but it's still the least tanky. The flail right there, which is chance to hit head. I mean, there's an increased chance to hit head, I suppose. Seems a bit weird. Anything else? We've got a sort of decent loadout right now. Obviously, we have the new helmet. We could give that to Arn, but that will give him a fatigue penalty by +3. Well, +5, but +3 from what we already have. However, it will double his armor value on his helmet, which I think is a good idea since he doesn't have much of a defense rating. However, Nelria... I'm not too sure. I feel like Nelria has done a very good job lately. He's level 2. Also, I just realized Ephrael right there needs a level up. We could do that right now. Ephrael, what's your fatigue? Fatigue's not too bad, but we can't... Oh, no, we can level that up. Okay. Your fatigue's not really too bad. I think 76 is sort of, you know, good amount. Is a good amount. So I think we're just going to continue to improve your melee defense, your melee skill, and your hit points. There we are. Along with giving you... You're sort of a normal swordsman. Adaptation, or fast adaptation, is probably a good idea. You can't stun, so it's not really too much of a combo there. Executioner, on target below 50% hit points, inflict an additional 20% damage to hit points. Not too bad, especially with a sword. We're going to be doing a lot of sort of bleeding damage. A lot of damage to the flesh, since it does more damage to that by the looks of things. Not very good against armor. Bloody Harvest, gain 10% chance to hit for all area of effect attacks. We don't have any of those. Okay. Anything, we can improve his hit points by 25%. That might be a good idea. He's actually quite low on the old hit points right there. You know, you gotta watch out right now. Shield expert. I feel like he needs to be offensive. Currently, he's got sort of 47 on the melee skill. How high is that in comparison to everyone else? That's actually quite low. Ephrael's actually just not great at anything. He's sort of mid-range. His melee defense isn't bad. His morale's good. Fatigue is good. Resolve is, I think, good. No, resolve's bad. Let's just give him the 20% experience. That's sort of like a good all-round ability to have. And even though it's not really going to affect the party in combat too much, I feel like it's still a good thing to take. Also, let's go ahead and just swap out the helmets. Half of the episodes are usually just me going for the inventory. Let's see. Yeah. So if we go ahead and give Nelria the new helmet, which is significantly better to what he has, it will give him a little bit of a penalty to fatigue, but he has such a high fatigue that I think it's a good idea. We should also give him the padded leather once we actually can. That'll also give him a fatigue penalty, but once again, not high enough for it to be too much of a bother. We'll let him keep his sword. 30 to 45. Ooh. Oh, that's 35 to 45, though. I think that is better. The fatigue is... Yeah. The short sword, I feel like, is better than that weapon right there. We also have a spear, which is good to see. We could give someone else a spear. Colton, do you want a spear? Also, Arn, I should remember to give you your weapon back. I feel like I'm going to forget. Hopefully, if I just keep it in my mind. I don't really want to give anyone anything yet because we're repairing most of our stuff. So we'll just continue onwards. I believe we can't actually see if there's anyone, if we can buy anything here. Because it's nighttime. Oh, apparently it's not nighttime yet. Okay, we've got some crossbows in here. I like the idea of using crossbows. They're effective against armor. That's why I like them so much. I think we need bolts, though, and I don't think they're selling them. Oh, no, we've got bolts. They're quite expensive, though. Altogether, it's 200 for a crossbow. Not necessarily worth it, in my opinion. Ooh, we're starting to find some really high-level armor right now. Look at this stuff! A full helm costs more than what we currently have when it comes to our money situation. We're going to go ahead and probably buy some more tools, because I don't think this is too bad for the price, but it does mean we're going to lose when it comes to money. I don't think I'm ever actually going to use this shield, because it's too much when it comes to the fatigue. And actually, the defense bonuses are really small. So you know what? We'll just sell it. We're also going to sell the bludgeon, the woven tunic. I don't think I want to sell the woven tunic. The padded surcoat I kind of want to sell, but then again, it's not going to sell for anything. We should probably get rid of the shield, this helmet right there. The woven tunic's probably a good idea to get rid of. We're not going to end up using this. Unfortunately, it's damaged, but oh well. Get rid of that. Get rid of the pickaxe. Hand axe, I don't see myself using. The flail, I definitely don't see myself using, to be honest with you. It's kind of a cool weapon, though. But it just doesn't seem... It has high damage, but high fatigue as well. Like, -8 right there. Maybe I should use it. You know, maybe I'm overestimating it a little bit. We'll get a new set of abilities. We could give it to Colton right there, who actually needs a new sort of armor right there. We'll give him this for now while we repair the... Okay, we'll give him that. There we are. We'll give him that. Yeah, so his current weapon does 40 to 50. You know what? What the hell? Frel, why didn't you have... Nelia, why didn't you have it? 40 to 50. Better against armor. Yeah, what? Nelia, come on now. You should have that sword. Colton, though, right there. I think should use the flail, which is better than this sword. By an amount. Does more to armor. Has a higher chance to hit the head. But double the fatigue penalty. But you have so much fatigue, actually, that it should be fine. I don't know why I want to use the flail. I feel like I should try all the weapons and just see if they're actually good or not. So there we are. We'll keep the flail. The chance to hit the head bonus is pretty nice, though. We've got some of these fighting axes right there, which look pretty menacing. I'm quite scared just looking at them. Military cleaver right there. Not something I really want to dabble in too much. We're going to sell this. I don't think it's too great. And the warhammer I think I'm going to sell as well. We'll keep it. We'll keep it for now. As for our money situation, we seem to be pretty good right now. What we can do... Oh, wait. What was that? Oh, I looked at the wrong menu right there. The music's very intense right now for some reason. I'm not too sure if it's too loud for anyone. In fact, it does feel a bit too loud. Let me just go ahead and turn it down a little bit. Let's go down to 50. Right, anyway. Oh, no, the shop! Okay, it is nighttime now. That's unfortunate. Doesn't really matter too much. Who are you? A gambler! This makes sense, okay? Oh, what are you doing? Dice cards, marbles. There are a lot of ways to take a man's money. And he knows how to. He supported himself by playing cards from town to town, only leaving after he cleaned out their pockets. Perhaps years of scamming mercenaries have given him the notion that he could just as easily be one. You know what? You're pretty cheap. We're going to go in and hire you. And the reason we're hiring you, as a gambler specifically, is because we need a new member right now. And I believe only one man can fit the bill of a gambler. Tulsin. There we are. Tulsin. Already, still at this point, I just need to check if I spell it right. Tulsin The twat. You know what? I feel like that's kind of mean. But at the same time, it's not really a proper whack. What? A proper wank, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. Proper rank right there. And I don't think he's earned a title just yet. So Tarlson it is. Right there. We'll keep it right now. Welcome to the group. We'll give you the low-ended armor of our guild right here. We'll also give you... God, you are weak. No wonder you cost... Like, no wonder you were so cheap. Then again, your melee skill's pretty high. And your fatigue is really good. We'll give you the Warhammer. Oh, no, we can't give him the Warhammer. We have to give him, like, a shield and a spear for now. He doesn't have a helmet, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll find one in Dolan. Also, the pitchfork is ready to go. Just give that back to him. And also this padded vest right there. I feel like it's better than what we've got already. I don't think we have much when it comes to... Oh, no, we have good tools left. Right, let's leave. Oh, City of Dolan's this way. Wrong way, guys. Wrong way. We have to make it through this very eerie forest at night time. We are near a castle, though, so I'm not really too scared. Click space whenever we run into trouble. Hopefully we won't run into trouble. There's a caravan right there. Can't attack those right at the moment, so I'm not really going to think about attacking it. Nearly been time already. It's really weird. Time flies by so easily on this game. There we are. 180 crowns right there. We've made a profit today. We've made a profit. A few more quests. We'll probably get one more of these quests done. Let's see. What do we have for sale today? There's a bunch of stuff here that we need to go ahead and buy. We do need to get a new helmet. Unfortunately, we're not really getting anything new here. Well, anything too great. It looks like these two are pretty much the same hoods. So we'll get one of them. And as for this padded coat, we have one of them for sale. We could just trade one off. We'll just pretend we got it at a discount. This is sort of going to take up the inventory. I don't really want to carry this around, so we're just going to sell it. Same with the linen tunic right there. These are very cheap tools. Let's get a bunch of those. As for everything else, the herbs seem to be fine right now. Let's buy ourselves some more food. And as for herbs, we can get a few more herbs. There we are. So pretty much we just bought more supplies for the bonus money that we made from that bandit fight. And I think we're fine now. There we are. We'll go back to our roster and just sort of muck around with the inventory menu right there. Let's see. So we've got Nelia right there, the lazy, who's going to go ahead and wear this new padded leather. Actually, we'll wait until it's fully repaired. And it looks like this padded tunic. We're going to go ahead and give that to Tarlson, just because he's quite low on health. We'll give him a new hood as well. He might die straight away. We're not really too sure at this rate. He looks pretty fantastic, though. Bludgeon's fine. We're all good right now. I'm feeling positive. Right. Let's see what we got when it comes to quests. Go, protect the caravan. So let's see. 820 crowns to take it to Elkshorn. Wait, Elkshorn again? Take my caravan to Elkshorn? Wait. Let's pause right now. Is Elkshorn down here? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, Elkshorn is right down there. Right, I'll see if there are any other quests. If not, then we might be taking a caravan to Elkshorn. No, I don't want to do that again. Don't get me wrong, really good money. But we've been to Elkshorn for ages. Come on now, it's time to go somewhere else. So, protect the caravan. Tordor. Come on, game. You really want me to go down there? Also, it says it right up there. I keep reading the text instead. Okay, protect the caravan. Elkshorn! Fuck's sakes! This is ridiculous! Oh my god, that's funny though. So basically, we can either go to Elkshorn, or Tordor. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to Elkshorn. That's pretty much the only way. Most of our quests are down there for some reason. Is the map small or something? No, we got loads of stuff down here. And we've got like an entire continent in this direction. Or an entire extra part of the land. Actually, the map's kind of small. Yeah, this is sort of like the main area right in the middle right here. That's quite interesting, actually. I didn't realize the map was... The map feels a lot smaller now that I've actually explored quite a lot of it. There's a nice little bit of sort of area right here that I want to visit. But it looks like we're going to Elkshorn, ladies and gentlemen. There you are. Maybe they'll make the maps bigger in the future. I'd like to think so. Elkshorn, we're going to do this one. Because we'll make a lot more money than the other one, I believe. Elkshorn for 740 versus... Wish we could take multiple quests, but we cannot. For 820 for that Elkshorn one. So there we go. We'll protect the caravan on its way. Fantastic. Have we got everything we need? Yeah, I think so. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Yep, let's go ahead. Hopefully we want to run into some bandits. You know, I'm looking for a fight right now. There we are. Because we've been on these travels so often, you know, we'll probably end up talking about just nothingness. Look at our guy right now, just sort of hanging about. Keeping a part of the traveling companion group right there. Bloody hell. I love those days where it's just like, yeah. What? I'm not sure what I'm talking about right now. This is actually pretty good for us because we can do a little bit of shopping where this castle is, because there are a few sort of neat bits of armor that was for sale previously. Now, what I was looking at was this billhook right here, which is an absolutely fantastic looking weapon. Quite expensive, but I think it is significantly better than the pitchfork. If we go back to this guy right here. So yep, it does significantly more damage. I think the fatigue is more as well. Let's see. If we check 30 to 50, 100, 2 range, 5% chance to hit the head, 14 fatigue. If we look at the billhook right here. More damage, high effectiveness against armor, same range. Is it as durable? I didn't actually check that. And also, chance to hit head is the same. The fatigue, I think, is the same as well. Yep, fatigue is the same. I feel like it's worthy. We did just waste a lot of money, though, which for this pitchfork. And I guess we can just sell the pitchfork, since this billhook's quite expensive. You know what? We could probably sell this warhammer instead, just so we feel financially stable. I don't think I'm ever actually going to end up using this warhammer. I don't think two-handed weaponry is actually viable, to be honest with you. So we'll go ahead, get this billhook, and we'll keep this pitchfork just as a memento for the time being. Also, I didn't check the durability. That's a good point. Durability is actually more. So we'll go ahead and give the billhook to Arn. Oh, I'm really looking forward to seeing him actually use that billhook right there. The armor right here is actually better than expected, so we'll go ahead and just leave it like that. And also we'll go ahead and give Naria the padded leather, and then we'll go ahead and see if anyone actually wants the woven tunic. It looks like everyone's actually using stuff that's better than the tunic anyway. Yep, it looks like it. Actually, Jared, Usk right there, not Jared, is still using the linen tunic. So I guess we'll give him the woven tunic. There we are. I think we're fine. Is it tunic or tunic? Tunic sounds... I think they're both... I mean, interchangeable, really. Anyway, I think we got everything we needed here. I didn't have much of a browse. I just looked at the billhook, which is what I saw before. Before the shop was like, nope, yeah, coming in. Yeah, coming in. We could get ourselves some basic male skirt right there, or we can go a little bit, a little bit higher and get the male shirt right there, which is also pretty good. Some more padded leather. Let's not go too crazy, I feel. Probably a bad idea. Yeah, let's continue our adventure. I don't want to go too crazy when it comes to buying a bunch of armor and weapons, because eventually we might find ourselves in a poor situation where we don't actually have enough money to pay everyone in our roster right there. And we're going to make 820 from this quest right here. And even though, you know, we'll probably spend most of that on sort of supplies and that lot, it's still nice to carry around enough money just in case something bad does happen and you end up losing it all. I feel like that sentence is going all over the place. I think I tried to start another sentence there, but then continued with the previous one. There you go. That's fine. We're nearly there already. We're about halfway now. Yeah, nearly there. It is night time, and we're hanging around an ambush zone. Just keep our, keep our wits above us right now. Be careful. The music currently changed. This very eerie, sort of like, bad things are happening right now. We don't want to be too far away from the caravan. Otherwise, they might start combat without us, and then we might be late, and we'll have to sort of spend a few turns moving our group to combat instead of being prepared for it and having the advantage. 2 trees right here, one of them in the road, which is very strange. I'm not sure why someone built a tree in a road. I mean, as what? The other way around. There we are. Road in a tree, where a tree was, unless the tree grew out of the road, which doesn't look like it. I mean, also that would take a long time. Just be careful. This cave right here, I'm not sure if maybe it increases the spawn rate of things. But this cave has been occupied by greenskins and turned into a foul-smelling camp. That sounds like a racial slur. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I tapped the microphone there. I do apologize. It's fairly close to my keyboard. I should really change that. I really should. Is this what the today's episode's going to be? It's just going to be a little bit of adventuring. At least we did have a little bit of combat. Oh, it looks... We're fine, though. We'll make a net worth, though, which is nice. And we're looking pretty good with all of our supplies right now. 7 days left on the food. And it takes a long time for days to go by. Nearly day 10, but it's currently day 8. Really, nearly day 9. Near the swamp marshy areas right now. Might run into some goblins. Oh, gonna skip right there. I forgot they do that. We're in the open plains right now. Whoa! Bloody hell, my phone's going off. That was fantastic. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. My record key keeps zooming me out whenever I click the recording button, and I can't change the key. And I'm not gonna change my recording button just for one game. So there we are. There we go. It's a key that no one ever uses in games. Come on now. Apart from this instance. Anyway, there we are. Apparently I was in a road accident. That was a lie. There we are. Not sure what that was about. I've had about 5 calls related to apparently me being in a road accident. I'm not just sure if maybe someone's got me attached to some sort of stunt car. I mean, I don't know what's happening. But fortunately, touch wood, I haven't been in one yet. Whoa! What's happening to Elkshorn? It's on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Is it being raided? I can see the smoke in the distance. Our band of brothers right here. Orc raiders. Those sons of bitches are back. Orc raiders are back, and they're better than ever. Well, we got our money. They go fuck themselves. Let's go see what's up. Sure. Some orc berserkers. I don't know. Sorry, Elkshorn, but we are a cowardly bunch. Let's think about this. We're even, apparently. Elkshorn's being raided. Ladies and gentlemen. I don't know right now. This is a big fort. Orcs are terrifying, and I've never seen orc berserkers before, so I'm not too sure how hard they really are. They could be absolutely devastating. Do we fight them, though? Do we fight them? They look pretty menacing. I won't lie to you. Do we have time to fight them? I don't think we do. We don't actually have time to fight them, ladies and gentlemen, which is why I will be seeing you all next time. Because, yeah. Because, yeah, I'm not sure what might happen to my brain right there. You've been watching me, the Innkeeper, play your battle brothers. I will leave this cliffhanger for you. As next episode, we will most probably try and attack these orc raiders that are currently besieging Elkshorn right there. Very, very bad thing to see. We've got a lot of history with Elkshorn. I feel like we owe it to them to attack these raiders and get them out of the land. None of that mess. We did get a gold, though, which is pretty good right now. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for updates on my channel. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch for live streams. I've been the Innkeeper. You've been watching me play Battle Brothers. The Innkeepers will rise again! And by that, I mean they never fell. So there we are. Fantastic. I'm not sure why I said rise again. Let's kill some orc raiders. I'll see you next time.